here down, music down. Oh, volume is good. I think we're good. All right. If not, it is what it is. Peace, power, and profit to everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you're having a very enlightened afternoon. Coming to you guys very briefly to kind of give my little quick little brief summary. When I say brief, I mean brief. That being because I'm actually at the boat launch and I'm getting ready to go fishing. I already have the boat packed. I'm just waiting to get on the boat and go out, and do my little thing, right? Do my little R&R, right? Rest and relaxation. But I did want to come over live. I was trying to actually start the live literally about an hour ago. But I'm doing this from my cell phone. And so that's a little, well, I'm not going to say it's complicated, but it was complicated because I had not had the StreamYard scenario really set up for my cell phone. And then the timing became an issue by trying to link it to Facebook. But nonetheless, I'm here, right? Oh, matter of fact, let me cut my camera. I'm sorry. I'm here. And so again, just giving you guys a quick little update, based upon, again, like we've been discussing, this whole idea, behind the stimulus package or whatever. As you guys can see, I'm literally on the water here, getting ready to go to the water here. But the stimulus package, I'm pretty sure you guys have already saw, right? It has passed, right? Kind of what we was, discussed, for the months leading up to this, even more so, the idea that we were waiting to get, more confirmation, right? Because like I say, y'all know how Washington works, right? Especially when it comes to Wall Street, right? Typically Wall Street tries to always front run Congress or Washington. And so you will get that initial lift in stocks, being that they don't have anything to kind of, curtail their value or their movement. And, it'll kind of go ahead and get that, initial pop going, which we saw earlier, with the market opening up. I was in the rising wedge pattern. I kind of discussed that. Actually, I left a descriptive value of a rising wedge pattern that came out of yesterday's price action, where, initially when you have a scenario like that, when you look at it from a daily perspective, you're going to have that initial kind of, I think I can push, and it tried it, and then it dumped a little bit, right? So it basically just ran back to a point of support that I already had mapped out. And I told myself at that point, of course, if I'm going to buy calls, intraday calls, into today, that will be the place I will buy my intraday calls. So we're talking roughly around about 388. It was like 388.30, somewhere around there, 338.40-ish area. But anyway, that's where I bought my intraday calls, right? I bought 390 intraday calls, and I also bought a 392 call buy for Friday expiration, and I bought a 394, right, for Friday. The 390 I bought was clearly for today, right? And of course, that thing already banged out, made a little money. Of course, nothing major, but I bought it, in essence to what it is, in the money in that perspective, in that perspective. In the money in that perspective, to try to get some lift off of it. So they're obviously that position filled this purpose already. Now I know you guys, again, looking at the market itself, you're watching GameStop, go ballistic. Of course, it had that, typical GameStop price action, right? It was, trending yesterday, obviously up to the upside. Again, waited to afternoon to kind of solidify itself around about that 240 area, 230. It built the base, right? It built that support. And then the buyers came in again today and, held that so-called demarcation line and ran the asset up. Of course, we're talking about going up as high as like that 340, about 350. It hit 348, but it was roughly around about 340, 348 when it kind of registered. In terms of the, the Weebles or your TD Ameritrades or whatever, right? So with that being said, again, I hope you guys are out there, making good decisions. Hope you trade the market thoroughly. Again, you're not going to be in here long, because we did get the vote that was needed. And I say we, meaning people who are looking at this from a market perspective, right? Of course, y'all know I'm not Democrat or Republican. I look at it from a place where people finna get a little check, let them get paid, right? It's their money anyway. And so I look at it from the point where a lot of people are going to put that money to work, right? They're going to put that money in the stock market. For those who qualify, of course, I want to see anybody win. But for those who qualify, hopefully you guys do well with that money if you're not necessarily in a dire strait. You know, put some of that money to work, right? Put some of those tendies to work, so to speak, as they say. And so it'll benefit you. So well, but again, as of now, Joe Biden is slated to sign the bill. Kind of like what I said, if he's not going to sign it today, which I had initially said it'd be great if he signed it today, they'll push it back to like the Friday, right? But nonetheless, it will get signed before the weekend hit. And so Friday is the date tentatively that he has pretty much made it, official that he's going to sign that bill on. And so I would say now that you have the portion of the signing out the way, the ideal of him signing this kind of grandiose event, they will run the market, or at least try to stabilize the market in or around that kind of energy that they're going to run the market up until that signing, right? So just be aware of that. Not that the market can't always do any kind of crazy things to pull back, but granted that we understand that they're already trying to patchwork the market and Bitcoin as beneficiaries of the stimulus package. So what do I mean by Bitcoin? How did Bitcoin get into the conversation? Well, basically, it's been a lot of news outlets and publications already printing on their, through their papers or publications, that a lot of people, especially the Wall Street Bets crew and many other guys, are going to be buying GameStop stock, or they're going to be buying Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin assets, as opposed to just putting it straight into the stock market, right? Like the S&P 500, right? Or possibly even Tesla. Who knows, right? But nonetheless, we look forward to, again, being able to benefit from, either or, right? Either or, it will be again, in my opinion, it will be a useful case of using your stimulus check in a way where you can get a benefit from it, right? I'll just say that, right? Again, people got bills, people got things to do. Leave it to me to tell a person what to do with their own check and with their money. But again, if you're not in dire straits, I say put some of that money to work. Let the markets kind of feel your pain, just like they tried to make you go through the pain by not helping you or backstopping you in terms of the government, what they could have done for people that really needed it the most, and they kind of waited you out like they always do. Right, that's the goal of government, right? To stall the people out, make them feel like they're desperate, and then force you to vote for them when you feel like you ain't got no other alternative. Even when it comes to holding up your own money, because you're paying for this. They're not paying for this. It's not quid pro quo aspect of growth and GDP expansion. No, this is strictly them just printing more money and basically your money and giving you an advance, like a payday advance on your taxes, right? Even though it's a tax credit aspect, but it's the tax advantage, advance that they're going to give you. And so there's other stuff that, within the bill too, because we're going to discuss, we already kind of touched on this topic. I'll get a chance to go on that, in on that later this evening when I come home for, the child tax credit, because that's a positive. The value of it, which is really good for people that really qualify for it, right? And then some of the other little smaller provisions that's inside the bill that are always, I would say, net positive in terms of how it's going to help people a little bit out. Beyond the fact that it's going to, beat the date of the unemployment running out, which is supposed to happen on the March 14th. But since they're coming in under that date, that's very positive, even for unemployment benefits. So you don't have that lapse, which caused them to have to go through all this paperwork to restart people's benefits again. It'll just somewhat run concurrent. Of course, I will hope so. It'll just run concurrent in terms of those state benefits, right? It's federal, but it's the benefits from it, going from federal to state down to your local jurisdiction, whatever, so they can cut you that check, right? It's a $300 extra boost, or a $300 boost on top of your basic unemployment that you qualify for. And so again, more money, right? As they say. So get excited for that, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm not going to be on that much longer. Like you see what I'm about to go do. The boat down there at the dock. My stuff is already in the boat. I'm just parking the vehicle here. Then I'm going to go get my fish. I already put my trays on autopilot. I made me some money early in the day. Of course, I'm grateful for that. Again, I told you the positions I got out there for, like the stuff I took today. I just speaking on those. Obviously, that's what I say. The 390 calls that I bought. The 390 calls I had entered today, the 390 calls that I bought intraday at 380.30 area, somewhere around the support, 330, yeah, somewhere around 40. And then I bought the 392 calls and I bought the 394s for Friday expiration date, right? But the 390 call, again, that is expiring today. I've already kind of banged out some profit in that, right? That's what I needed it for. That was going to pay for my fishing trip, right? So get excited. I kind of, displayed some of that, with the crew, right? For some of you guys that's in the group, y'all know I've been posting this stuff already, kind of let you know where my head's at, and maybe a little bit on Facebook, who knows. But nonetheless, again, trade smart, guys. Choose well and stay green. That's the goal, right? That's the name of the game, right? Try to stay ahead of Wall Street best you can, because they are very slick and crafty crew, right? They're there to take from you whatever they can. But again, if you trade with a plan and you trade with no emotion, then you'll put yourself in position to win. So that's what we train for. That's what we study for. That's what we position ourselves for, right? So never, again, go to a gunfight, a gun battle with knives and sticks and bats and and all that. Take you AR-15 or SK, right, or a 45, whatever you got. Take some real proper weaponry to that war. All right. So again, just want to leave you that. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know you guys are popping and excited. Thank you, brother Robbie Rouse. I see you came in the building. Over Caesar, over Chris came through. Over Zane came through the house. Peace, power, and profit to you. Over, happy to see you guys. Again, I'm not going to be on long, but I plan on going live again this evening when I get home, obviously off the lake, when I get stationed there or whatever. Of course, we know we have the Urban Economic Empowerment Show tonight. I'm trying to confer with my battle mate Monica, see if she got anything planned. If she's going to do anything on that. She have a award ceremony that she is doing this evening, so we'll kind of figure out how that's going to work. But if she's busy, what I'll do, I'll just go live on the Dagger Squad channel with over Garfield's blessing, and we'll get this thing popping regardless. For our typical urban economic empowerment show that we do every Wednesday, and we'll discuss these things, right? The importance of the economics behind this stimulus package, right, and how it's going to benefit people that need it, where they can use it, right? Whether they need it or just can use it. Nonetheless, it's a bag, right? It's a $1,400 bag. Some people going to qualify for, a nice bag. Again, every kid is going to be eligible to receive $1,400, right? Every kid is going to get a $1,400 boost check as well. So on top of that, so if you not above the age of 18 and you're not filing your own taxes, you're getting a check, right? You're getting a check. So, and that's $1,400 stimmy that's going to obviously be used for something productive and positive. Of course, if that's the your issue or your value that you can provide for yourself in terms of being able to put that money to work, then so be it. Find you a nice little position on some of these stocks. Put you at least a third of that money in there. If you can afford to put more, do you? But definitely put I would say at least a third of that money into the market. Right, let your money work for you for a change. Right, the government gonna cut you your check anyway. It's already your check, right? But they're gonna cut you a little bag, so use that bag to benefit you. Right, make sense? All right, let's make good financial decisions going forward. Let's get out of this war with me thinking that we can't make things happen. We got something that we can use that they can't, block us from. They can't discriminate against us. They don't care if you rate, what color you are, what your sex, gender is, your religion. They don't care about none of that. Your credit. They don't care about your if you got any criminal backgrounds or none of that, right? They don't care about your how many degrees you got on the wall that people got looking at as just trash at this point because, hey, overpriced piece of lambskin at this point, unless you can put it to work thoroughly, right? And COVID really gutted that environment. Not that you shouldn't go to college, but make sure you make good decisions if you're gonna take that kind of debt burden on yourself. You're not coming in with a free ride scholarship, right? Because college right now definitely being gutted out right now. People starting to realize it's better to go to trade school, open your own business, or come hang out with us in the stock market, right? Nonetheless, just make good decisions. My point, right? Nothing against people go to college, right? That's it. So again, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Again, I'm gonna go hit this water. Y'all see what I'm gonna do. Again, nothing can keep me from it, right? Kind of like Sister Nettie and Celia on Color Purple. Nothing can keep me from it. Hey, I'm out here. I'm gonna go get it in here. I done made my money for the day in the market. Everything else is on autopilot. It's time to go enjoy life and enjoy what we work hard for and we study for, what we position ourselves for in the stock market. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for all my family. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm just grateful for the opportunity so we can build together. That's what it should be about anyway. Each one teach one. We all are in this together. It's us, the retail, right? Retail trader versus the suits, right? And GameStop is definitely reflective of that because GameStop gassed out on the hedge funds and they went up and hit that 350. And then the hedge funds beat them up a little bit, pushed the price back down about 172. And then they ran it right back up, meaning those the Wall Street bets and all of us who were in GameStop, because I got a small position around like $44. I'm not doing that special. I only bought like 4 shares, so ain't nothing crazy. But I'm just doing it for to say, I want to be a part of this little history. We'll see. But it's up. Obviously, it's up nicely. But we'll see how far it goes from there. Right. So that's it, guys. Peace, power, profit again. See you guys back, in the office when I get back and get off this water this lake. And again, just have a great, healthy day. Read into any ideal information that you can pull out of the market, and not necessarily the market, but excuse me, the publication that's coming out for the stimulus package. So you'll have something to discuss with maybe with your family members, people that that may can benefit from the stimulus check. You'll be able to kind of help them break it down. So that's a part of our fiscal responsibility as people, as well in this country. Be if any benefit we can pull from, it's good to know exactly what it is, right? It's never going to a situation blind and just say, they owe me a check. Well, know why they owe you the check and what's the importance of the things that may also be in it that you can benefit from. Pause, right? I had to leave it there for y'all to think about that. All right, guys. I'll see you guys back here maybe around about 7. No, between 6 and 7. I'll see you guys around about that time when we go live again. Hopefully for the Urban Economic Empowerment Show. All right, guys. Peace, power, and profit. I'm out of here. The water's calling, and hopefully I can catch some fish today because they beat my behind last time I came out here. All right, guys. Peace, family. Peace, everybody. Peace. All right, let me see how to do this here. Peace, everybody. Peace.